Good evening, everyone. My name is Elizabeth, the Education Coordinator for Marlene's Market in Delhi. Tonight's special guest that we have with us, and is always an honor, we have Lisa Shook, Certified Master Hypnotherapist, speaking on the topic of lose weight with hypnosis. She has some wonderful information to share, and we are very grateful. Thank you so much, Lisa.
Well, thank you for having me, and thank you, Elizabeth, for that introduction. I am really grateful that everyone is here joining this class, this workshop, because I have some really good stuff for you. I have some things you will be able to take with you when class is over that you can try out and use moving forward. And so, yeah, congratulations for yourselves. I mean, really, you should appreciate yourself for showing up for this class. And that tells me that you are interested and dedicated to perhaps getting off that diet roller coaster of lose weight, gain weight, lose weight, gain weight, lose weight, gain weight, and all of that. So thank you for being here, and you should be proud of yourself for showing up at 5 o'clock on Tuesday night, because there are many things you could be doing. So with that, I would like to just kind of set the guidelines for this workshop today. I want it to be fun, number one, because when we have fun, when we're learning, it engages the hippocampus in our brain that helps us have that long-term memory. Plus, it feels a lot better when you're having fun, right? So this should be fun, and this is a safe place for you. I want you to feel free to ask questions. There is no judgment. There is no stupid question. This is for you. And so I want to know how best I can help you. And that would mean that it would be important, if you feel like you have a question, to interact. You can type a question in the chat box, or like Elizabeth mentioned earlier, you can unmute yourself or raise your hand. And I will answer questions as much as I can and help you here as much as I can. So let this be your comfortable place, your safe place, to get your questions answered. I will share a little bit about hypnosis. And at the very end of our workshop today, I have a really special experience prepared for you. So I hope you can stay till the end. We should only be going like maybe hour and a half, maybe a little bit less. It just kind of depends on, how much people ask questions, how much engagement we have. So I hope you have a piece of paper and a pen. If you don't, it would be a really good idea for you to maybe have something you can write on or write with, because I'm going to give you some information that you'll be able to take notes about. And when we're done, I will also email you some PDFs with some worksheets, so you have the information in case you don't remember certain things. Don't worry about it. I'm going to give you some tools you can take home with you, and you're already home, but that you'll be able to use and implement. And yeah, so with that, my name is Lisa Shook. I'm a hypnotist, and I teach self-hypnosis as well. I help lots of people when it comes to losing weight and transforming habits, creating healthy habits that support a healthy lifestyle. So one of the things that I have found is that diets really tend to keep us stuck in a loop. And I just want to ask you, what do you think it takes to lose weight and keep it off? What idea do you have, or what belief do you have that to lose weight it would take XYZ for you to do. If anybody has anything they'd like to share, feel free to raise your hand or type it in the chat box, because it can be very interesting. We're really bombarded with a lot of information and ways to lose weight and certain diets, certain ways that we're told we should be eating. I don't know if you guys have ever worked with a personal trainer. Oh, I see right now, fasting, protein diets. Yeah. So if you've ever worked with like a personal trainer, I've heard some say, well, you need to eat, 6 to 8 meals a day, small, tiny meals throughout the day. And that's supposed to keep your metabolism engaged and increase your metabolism so that you'll burn fat, right? And you might have hopped on the fasting bandwagon, which is very big right now. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with these kind of things. But if you have tried all these different kinds of things and you find that maybe you've lost some weight, maybe you kept it off for a while, but then maybe you have turned around and gained it all back and then some, then you probably are already aware that those things are not sustainable. And part of the reason is because it isn't sustainable. Your body and your brain does not want to be restricted. Your brain really loves to have options. So what happens when you are telling yourself, oh, I can't have that, I can't have this, oh, I got to stay away from carbs, that's bad, this is wrong, oh, this is right. Well, you tend to really desire it even more, right? Have you ever had that happen to you? Like you said, oh, I can't have this. And then it might not have been that big of a deal before, but all of a sudden now it's like it's all you can think about. That's because of the way our brains are wired. So what we focus on grows. So if here's another one, if you've been weighing yourself every single day, what happens a lot of times is people will tend to gain more weight. It's like, I started this diet. What happened? Why am I gaining weight? I'm weighing myself, I'm doing all the things. You kind of get your body into stress mode. And it's not healthy. So now that you're here, I think you're probably ready to get off that roller coaster of lose weight, gain weight, try this diet, do that. And I'm going to help you today by sharing something that you may not have heard before. And it's called eating when you're actually hungry. Yikes. Well, it sounds like it should be simple, right? To just eat when you're actually hungry and not eat when you're not hungry. But if you're here, you've probably experienced that you might have been eating when you're not really actually hungry. So I want to share something with you today. But before we go any further, I would like you to take a moment and write down, maybe on just a little notepad or make a mental note, what you would like to learn from this class today. What do you think would be most beneficial for you to learn from this class? And take a moment. And the reason I say to write this down or at least make a mental note about it is when you have a goal and your brain knows you're attending to something, it's called accelerated learning. You will actually learn and retain more. So go ahead before we go any further. I meant to ask you to do this earlier. Just go ahead and do it now. Make a mental note or write it down. What do you want to get out of this class? How would it help you? And I'll just give you a moment to think about that. Yes, emotional eating. Yes, trauma. Yeah, all of those things, emotional eating and stress definitely affects your hormone levels, gets your body out of whack. So your body isn't working in harmony. And those cortisol levels make you hold on to weight. The inflammation can make you gain weight, right? Do I have ability to share screen? Here we go. Okay, everybody. I'm going to share something with you that can help you start understanding your body's needs and when it's telling you it's time to eat. And this is called the broccoli test. It's pretty exciting. Now, this broccoli test is designed to help you ask yourself if you're actually hungry before you eat anything. If you were to check if you're actually hungry, you could ask yourself, would I eat broccoli? If you check your stomach, your body, is it really saying I'm hungry? And I like broccoli. And so I would eat broccoli if I'm actually hungry. If I'm not hungry, I'm probably not going to eat broccoli. I might be thinking, oh, I need some snacks, chips, or something like that, right? I wouldn't eat broccoli. So if you've never really understood your body signal telling you that you're actually hungry, like that feeling in your stomach, this can be helpful for you to train yourself. And this broccoli test came from Erica Flint, who was actually my hypnosis teacher. And I used it myself, and it was so valuable to me. I share it with all of my weight loss clients. So I will email you this little broccoli test. It will be something you can maybe print out and keep at your desk, or print out and put on your refrigerator. So before you eat anything, you can ask yourself if you would eat broccoli. Now, for some people, you may not like broccoli, right? I'm going to stop the share. So think about some sort of vegetable or healthy food that you would actually eat, preferably like a vegetable, that you would really only eat when you are hungry. And that could be your question. Would I eat green beans? Would I eat a salad? And if you go, yeah, I would, then most likely you're hungry. There's one other thing I'd like to share with you about learning how to eat when you're only actually hungry. And what else you could do is ask yourself, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most hungry, you're just famished. 1 being the opposite. Only eat when you're at a level of 6 or above, right? This would be really valuable to help you start understanding when your body is actually hungry. So just asking yourself a couple questions, those kind of questions before you eat anything, you're interrupting your old thought patterns. So it can be really, really helpful and valuable. Sometimes you may eat anyway, and if you're just starting to do this and training yourself to notice when you're actually hungry, don't worry about it. You're going to learn how to take one small step of success at a time so you can reach your goal. It's not about losing weight, losing 10 pounds in the next 2 weeks or 30 pounds in 30 days. We want to get rid of those old beliefs, those old outdated stories. So how we do that is to interrupt the old habits and the old patterns. And these are the kind of things I help people with all the time. So especially when it comes to weight loss and creating transformative habits that will help you sustain a healthy body. And so I'd like to share with you a little bit about hypnosis. Why hypnosis? Why hypnosis to lose weight? Because hypnosis is one of the safest, most effective ways to help yourself transform old habits, old beliefs, so you can achieve your goals. It's one of the most natural and powerful ways, and even one of the most quickest ways, I would say. I wouldn't use the word easy because sometimes when we do hypnosis, it can be emotional. We're able to get to the root cause of issues so that you can transform things and achieve your goals. So sometimes it can be energizing, inspiring. It's different for everyone because all of you have been raised by different parents. You have a different perception of things, different experiences in life. So hypnosis is different for everyone. But one of the interesting things is when we try to make changes, positive changes, with just willpower alone, it can be really exhausting, right? And that's because with willpower alone, you're just using the conscious level of your mind. And your conscious mind is very limited. It can only hold about 6 or 7 bits of information at any time. And that's why using willpower alone sometimes is really hard. And it doesn't always work because there's a deeper level of our mind called the subconscious part of our mind. And that part of our mind is the part of our mind that has recorded everything from being in the womb to who we are today. So it remembers everything, things we have forgotten. So when we do hypnosis, we can access that information. We can make sense of things. And with hypnosis, I help everyday people with everyday problems, ordinary problems, just like you. And doing hypnosis, we can break the old patterns and really reframe things that have happened and make sense of things and create new healthy habits, new healthy beliefs with more truth. And that's how you are able to achieve your goals. So I help people with this all the time. I offer free consultations. And just so you know, at the end of our workshop today, after the special experience I have prepared for you, if you want to email me, I have a special offer for anyone who wants to work with me once this workshop is over with. So we'll get to that a little bit later. So back to hypnosis and why hypnosis for weight loss. The other part of that is when we do hypnosis and we change the thought patterns, the beliefs, we start transforming those habits, our brain learns with repetition. So the more you are practicing these healthy habits, the easier and more natural it becomes for you, and they become sustainable long-term, right? So you don't have to worry about, oh gosh, I could never tell myself that I would never have a cookie again, right? That's not really realistic. Do normal, I don't want to say normal, but people who are at their ideal weight and who have been fit, lean, thin, and trim their whole lives, do they tell themselves, oh, I can never have a cookie? No. If they want to have a cookie, they have a cookie. and it's really no big deal. And I can't see you all. I don't know about you, but if you've had trouble with cookies before, thinking the thought that, wow, I could have a cookie if I wanted, and it would be a big deal if you said no, and that maybe you only took a couple bites of the cookie and that was satisfying. Wow, that's a game changer, right? Maybe sweets aren't your thing. Maybe it's chips or just eating at night, or, snacking when you're not hungry, or just eating too much food, right? So these are some things that we'll talk about even more. So eating only when you're actually hungry. It might be a new concept. Maybe you've never even heard it before. I know when I was learning hypnosis and found out that eating only when you're actually hungry will help you have a healthy lifestyle, I was just like, I had never heard that before. I'd never heard anyone say that. It was always the diet, the exercise, the deprivation, right? That does not sound fun, depriving yourself from certain types of foods. Well, when we do hypnosis, you actually can find out what started the whole problem with food to begin with and become free. When we do hypnosis, you are always conscious. You are awake the entire time. Hypnosis is nothing like you see on TV or in the movies or on a stage show. When you work with a professional hypnotist like myself, you're going to remember everything you need to remember. You're only going to say what you would normally say in any given conversation. So it isn't anything that you need to be afraid of. Okay, it is safe, it's natural, and you get to learn how to teach your brain how to relax, and that's really important. How many people here, you don't have to say if you don't want to, or you could raise your hand and type in the chat box. How many of you have ever experienced hypnosis? Raise your hand, or maybe type in the chat box. Oh, Elizabeth, thank you. Yes, you have. Oh, I'm not sure how to say your name, Mariah.
Hooray.
Hooray.
Well, I haven't used it before, but like in high school, they had those hypnotist shows and they come. I didn't go on stage, but like my sister did, and I went to a couple of the shows in high school, but they were really cool. I don't know if I know it's different than it's like a stage show, but it's kind of
Right.
way similar, but not as like over the top, but that's the only thing I know about it. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for sharing that.
No problem.
Yes. So people wonder too, what's going on when people are doing those silly, funny things at a hypnosis show or at the fair. Well, when people volunteer to do those things, go up on the stage or be part of that, they know they're going to be part of the entertainment. And that's why they agree to do those funny, silly things, because they know they're part of the entertainment. You have a protective function at every level of your brain. It's called the critical factor. So if you were doing hypnosis, or even on a stage show or at a fair or something like the high school shows, if there was something you didn't want to do, you wouldn't do it. Your mind would simply reject whatever, the hypnotist was suggesting. And that's because the critical factor is there to help protect you. You're always in control. You're always conscious. And so the thing that is a big myth is that it's mind control. It's not mind control. You're always in control. And with that, I like to think of self-hypnosis as sorry, as all hypnosis is self-hypnosis because you are always in control, right? Nobody can make you do anything that you absolutely do not want to do. Okay. So I want to let you know that. And it can also help you become your very best self, your very best self. You can gain insights and awareness that you wouldn't previously have access to because you can't really remember everything at the conscious level of your mind. Remember, conscious level, the conscious mind is analytical and logical. So when we do hypnosis, you can use all the levels of your mind at once. And so you're going to get to experience that today, if you like, in the comfort of your own home. And the short experience that I'm offering to you at the end of today's workshop will help you in experiencing what is hypnosis like, and also hopefully help you see yourself in a new way, having a little bit more control, perhaps in your choices, perhaps in how much you're eating. I know everyone here is different, so that's why I wanted you to write down what you would like to get out of today's workshop. So our brain is very interesting, right? If I were to say to you right now, don't think of a pink elephant. You cannot think of a pink elephant. What happens? A lot of you probably see a pink elephant in your mind, right? And that's one of the things that can be very interesting. It's like that, telling yourself that, okay, I can't have sugar, I can't have a cookie, I can't have a cake for the rest of my life, you know, and those kind of things. It's like it will make you automatically want to do it. So we're going to forget about what you don't want. Bless you, Elizabeth. And start to be focused on what is working for you in your life. What are some of your really good habits? You want to keep the good ones and really not focus on the ones that aren't helping you. We want to start crowding out those things that don't work. We want to crowd them out with all the good stuff about you and the good things that are working for you in your life. Because we have plenty of things in our lives that are telling us what we're doing wrong, right? We're bombarded with things, oh, we should be doing everything at work, this, that. Family telling you what's right, what's wrong. Maybe a partner or spouse, you know. So when you can identify what does work for you, what is good, and focus on that, that will help you build even more goodness. Now, I want you to really acknowledge that you are good. If you eat a cookie, it does not make you bad. If you have a piece of cake or chips or something that's not healthy, spaghetti, lasagna, carbs, potatoes, whatever, it doesn't make you bad. You are good. You are good. And you can transform unhealthy or unwanted habits. A lot of times, and because you're here, I'm going to probably, I don't like to assume, but most likely you might have had experience where you told yourself maybe you were only going to eat part of a piece of cake, or you were only going to have a few of those chips. And then next thing you know, oh, they're crunchy. Mm-hmm. Well, those chips and that sugar, all those chemicals, they are created to keep you eating. They are made to hit those centers of your brain that bring you pleasure and make you want more of it. So that part's not really your fault, but you have to start choosing the good stuff that makes you feel good and healthy. So one thing I would like you to make a note of is no more negative self-talk. Because what happens when you start going down that rabbit hole? Has anyone here experienced that? Well, I wasn't supposed to eat chips. Now I ate them. I might as well eat the whole bag. Or whoops, I wasn't supposed to eat that bag of French fries. I might as well have a hamburger. I might as well have a milkshake now too, since I ate bad. I'm bad today. This is a bad day. Yeah. So, oh, pumpkin spice ice cream. Thank you, Jeannie. Yes. Have a bite of that, and next thing we know, the whole tub of ice cream's gone, right? Yeah. So you don't have to do that anymore. Okay? If you want to have ice cream, have some ice cream and enjoy it. You don't have to eat the whole tub. But if you're telling yourself you can't have it, more than likely, you're going to want to eat more of it. One interesting thing as well is that if you're going to have a cookie or have that pumpkin spice ice cream, let yourself enjoy it. Our meals are supposed to be enjoyable. We're not supposed to be sitting there beating ourselves up about our meals. When we're talking to ourselves, that inner dialogue, especially when we're eating, it is doing nothing but sending chaotic signals to the body. So you're not going to know when you've had enough. You're not going to appreciate your food. Your body isn't going to feel as healthy as it could feel because you're not giving it the right information. So if you're going to have a cookie, enjoy it. You're going to have that bite of or some pumpkin spice ice cream. Let yourself enjoy it. The food and the eating is supposed to be enjoyable, not a chore, not exhausting, right? So if you're going to be doing some shopping for some healthy foods at Marlene's Market, pick out some healthy stuff. There's plenty of healthy foods at Marlene's Market. Okay? And if you find some sort of pastry or something that you want, it's not bad. But what you want to do is start learning to eat when you are actually hungry. Write that one down. I am going to eat only when I am actually hungry. I am only going to eat when I'm actually hungry. I'm only going to eat when I'm actually hungry. Yes, I keep repeating that because it's important. It's really important. But learning how to notice when we are actually hungry, that can take some training. It can take some practice and some exploration. Yeah. I can tell you myself, up until probably just this year, I did not really know when my body was telling me that I was actually hungry. It was like, what? Now I get it. I was so used to the time clock, right? Oh, I'm supposed to eat at 10 a.m. Oh, I'm supposed to eat at 12 p.m. Oh, I should eat at 2 p.m. Oh, I need to eat at 4 p.m. We're all in kind of different areas where either you're at work, you're at school, you're raising children or what have you. Sometimes there are time constraints that keep us from being able to eat when we are actually hungry. So there is no perfect way to do this. But these are some guidelines you'll be able to move forward with. Learning when you are actually hungry. Where is your stomach in your body? Right? It will tell you when you're hungry. Now, if you wait too long to eat, then you may start feeling dizzy or your stomach is growling really loud. If you wait too long to eat, that can be a problem. Studies show us that if we eat within 30 minutes of feeling hunger, it can help us stop overeating. Okay? So that would be something also to make a note about. Eat within 30 minutes of feeling hungry so that you don't overeat. And also know, I'm going to be sending you a PDF in your email with this information, so you don't have to write everything down. But a little thing about learning and how your brain works, it can help to put that pen to paper and take notes. It'll help you remember things better. It will help your brain go, hey, remember that? So if you're taking notes, good for you. But don't worry if you're not, because I'm going to send you the information that I'm sharing with you today. Okay? Let's see. I'm looking at my notes here. Bear with me. Where did I leave off at? I shared with you the broccoli sheet. So I hope, as far as we've come right now, that you have identified a food that you would use, whether it's broccoli or celery or salad or some other vegetable, green beans, that you can use to ask yourself if you're actually hungry. Actually hungry. You're only going to eat when you are actually hungry. And you're going to eat within 30 minutes of feeling that hunger. Yeah. Pretty important. I also have a question for you. Do you eat when you feel really full, like you're so full, you just can't take another bite? Or do you just eat all the food on your plate? Do you know how much to eat? Does anybody have an idea of how much we're supposed to eat at any given meal? Let's see if we have any answers. Use an 8-inch plate. Yeah, good. So here's what I suggest, because everyone is different and you may need more fuel and more nutrition on different days, right? If you're going to run a marathon, you're definitely going to need a different amount of food than someone who is sitting at their computer all day, right? And you might need different types of fuel, different types of nutrition. You might need more protein. You might need more healthy, non-starchy vegetables another day. Or you might need something else to fuel you. It's going to be different for everyone. So here's what I suggest. that you always plate your food. Put your food that you are going to eat on a plate. I don't care if you're eating a McDonald's cheeseburger and French fries. If you can, put it on a plate. Here's the other thing I want you to do. I want you to cut it in half and start with just half the amount of food that you used to eat. Okay? So that's another way that can really help you start to understand your body's needs, your own personal body's needs and nutritional needs. Okay? Start by taking half the amount of food you used to take. The other tip, eat slowly and mindfully with gratitude. Before you start eating, what if you have your plate there and there's no TV on, you've set your phone aside, nobody's bothering you, and you start to give thanks for where your food came from, and think about how it got to your plate. The delivery truck or the people picking the vegetables or fruits, the people in the store that put them on the shelves. And you start thinking about, wow, how this food got to my plate. I'm really grateful. And you just eat mindfully, slowly, chewing each bite. Just checking in on your stomach. Hey, stomach, are you full yet? Thinking about, oh, am I feeling full? So there's this thing called the 80-20 rule. You don't want to eat when you feel 100% full, because there's a little bit of gap between the signal your brain and your gut send that tell you you're full. There's a little time gap there. So when you practice mindful eating, slowly, mindfully chewing each bite with gratitude, wow, you've got some really healthy chemicals flowing in your body. And you can feel a sense of kind of some satisfaction. Oh, I'm not hungry anymore. Do I really need to eat another bite? When you eat slowly and mindfully, you become aware of when that kind of 80% full is for you. And when that happens, you can choose to stop eating and have some time for those signals to communicate between your gut and your brain, so that you are realizing, yeah, I am full. I don't need anything else. I'm good to go. And off you go, feeling very satisfied and proud of yourself for taking the time to eat mindfully and to not overeat. You're going to have more energy and you're going to feel so much better. You might even have energy to go have some healthy movement, maybe a walk. If you can't walk, maybe you sit in a chair and do some chair movement. There are so many ways to integrate some activity into your life these days. You can Google all kinds of different types of exercises. If you have limited mobility. And the best thing to do is find something fun. Okay, we talked about fun earlier. Find something fun that you're going to look forward to doing, so that it's not like a chore. You have plenty of chores and plenty of things to do already. This should be fun. You want to have some fun in your day. And also, you definitely want to make time to relax and to slow down. Because when you are stressed out all the time, which most people are, your hormones, the chemicals, your cortisol levels, they're holding on, they're not in harmony. So it's holding on to excess fat in your body and causing inflammation that you definitely don't need. So when we can relax, we can think more clearly, make better choices, and it just feels so much better when you can relax, right? So I would love to hear any questions you might have about hypnosis. Any questions you might have about doing hypnosis for weight loss. You can type them in the chat box or raise your hand. If you'd like to share any questions you might have, I'd love to answer your questions.
I bet some folks might have this question. How long is a typical session with you?
Oh, thank you. Typical session is about 60 to 90 minutes. Yes. And you can go on my website where there are frequently asked questions that I share answers to. And you can also schedule a free consultation with me. All the consultations are free. It doesn't take very long. Whether you are whatever kind of issues with food that you are having, just go on there and you can schedule a free consultation. So does the effectiveness need to be reinforced multiple times? And yes, I can explain how it works when we do a consultation. I also have a special offer for anyone here in this workshop who decides to work with me. You're going to save quite a bit of money. I have a couple different programs that I offer. I work with people one-to-one, but I have a new special offer, and it's my 3-month group course where we will meet once a week as a group, but you will also get individual sessions. And there's quite a savings for anyone that wants to join that or work one-to-one. So that's why I suggest just scheduling a free consultation. You can email me or call me. On my contact information, I think, is also in the chat. Also, you can just Google me as well, and you'll find all my contact information. So who's ready to have a special experience this evening? Yes. Good. I'd like you to just take a moment right now and think about what your ideal, healthiest, happiest body size, weight, shape would be like. Think about in your imagination what it might look like, but also think about what kind of things you would be doing and how you would be feeling. Just take a moment to think about that right now. Maybe you write down a couple things, whatever works for you. Because in just a moment, we're going to do some hypnosis, and you'll be able to experience it right in the comfort of your own home. So I want to share a little bit more that it would be important to, turn off notifications on your phone or turn your phone down. You don't have to if you need to keep it on for any emergencies. You're fine. This is just going to be a short experience. And since I cannot see you all, I won't be able to gauge and measure, what level of hypnosis you are in. And there are a couple different levels, but this will be a special experience for you that can help you start taking control and start to see yourself in a new way. And then you can implement some of the tools that I'm sharing with you after we're done, find what works for you and build upon that. I don't, somebody, Mariah asked, do you accept health insurance? So one of the things about health insurance, I can accept FSA cards or HSA cards if you have that through employment. Also, I do not bill insurance directly, but I have had clients who will present their payment receipts to their insurance and they have been, partially reimbursed. So there is that. You can check with your personal insurance and find out how that could work. Okay. All right. So if you would like to experience a nice, relaxing hypnosis mini session with me right now, get yourself into a really nice, comfortable place where you can safely close your eyes and begin to relax. And all you have to do is follow my instructions. So if I say open your eyes, open your eyes. If I say close your eyes, close your eyes. And if you are driving, do not close your eyes, please. I hope none of you are driving. So get yourself nice and comfortable. Take a couple nice deep breaths as you're moving yourself around to get comfortable. Inhale through the nose and exhale fully out the mouth. Slowly exhaling deeply and fully, just really letting yourself begin to relax. And as you do, you can close your eyes at any time and breathe slowly, deeply, relaxing all the way from the top of your head through your whole entire body, all the way down to the tips of your toes, relaxing more and more with each breath you take, relaxing with each word I speak, relaxing with each breath you take, going deeper and deeper relaxed with each breath you exhale, going deeper and deeper relaxed with each word I speak. And don't worry if there is any emergency you need to attend to, you will be able to safely open your eyes, emerge, and take care of anything that you need to take care of. But for now, this is your time and this is for your benefit. It is for you because you have decided it to be so. You and only you, because you are always in control. And you can relax more and more with each breath you exhale. Breathing in, exhaling out. Going deeper now, going deeper, relaxed. If your mind wanders, don't worry, your mind will always return to the sound of my voice. There's nothing for you to do right now. You are right here in the perfect place at the perfect time, relaxing more and more as you listen to my words. You may find the sound of my voice just helps you comfortably sink more deeply onto the surface you're sitting or lying upon, and relax more deeply now as if a gentle wave of relaxation is flowing through the top of your head. Let it flow through your scalp, flowing around through your forehead, relaxing every muscle, every nerve, relaxing all the tiny muscles around your mouth, your nose, around your eyes. Let it flow down through your jaw, taking you deeper and deeper relaxed now. Your jaw may even lower as the gentle wave of relaxation flows down through your neck, your shoulders, arms, hands, and your fingers, flowing down through your chest, taking you down deeper, deeper relaxed, replacing any tension with complete relaxation, flowing down through your abdomen, hips, legs, softening through the knees, calves, ankles, and feet, right through the tips of your toes. Go deeper now. That's right, go deeper, relaxed. Relaxing more and more with each breath you take. As I count from 1 down to 5, I would like you to just let it be as if you could double this level of hypnotic relaxation. 1, relaxing much further. 2, relaxing more and more with each breath you exhale. 3, you're feeling very, very, very relaxed now. And 4, going much deeper, deeper relaxed. And 5, so very relaxed. It's almost like you're asleep in your bed at night. Relaxed but awake, paying attention only to the sound of my voice. You're feeling so relaxed now. It's like all you care about is how much deeper relaxed you can go. And you can always go deeper relaxed. There is no limit to the amount of relaxation that you can enjoy whenever we do hypnosis together. So relax. There is nothing to do but relax. As you relax your body, you relax your mind, and your body relaxes much further. And the more you relax, the better you feel. And the better you feel, the deeper relaxed you go. Preparing to take a wonderful, wonderful journey into your imagination where all things are possible. That's right, a wonderful journey you're about to experience. Let yourself think about or imagine now your dream body shape and size, your dream life come true. Let yourself think about it or imagine it. Let yourself feel good feelings about that. As you imagine it, whatever you notice is perfect for you. Maybe you can see yourself in a particular outfit. Maybe you're on a vacation, on a beach. Maybe you're hiking in a forest. Or maybe you're enjoying an activity, playing golf or baseball or football or on a boating trip. See yourself there now. Feel it, smell it, taste it, be it. In your imagination, all things are possible. And as you're thinking about that, your dream life come true, perfect size, shape, weight, and body. You have a healthy mind, healthy thoughts, positive inner dialogue. Feeling really, really good now. Knowing you are in control. You can feel it. You're making healthy choices. You eat only when you're actually hungry. And making those healthy choices has been easy for you. We're about to go on a journey. Now, bring forth an event, a memory, a time when you felt so good, so proud of yourself. We've all had those times in our lives where we felt like we had become a success or done something that we're really proud of. Might have been when you were little or some recent time, or maybe something within your career or work. Let your subconscious mind bring forth that memory of that event. And really let yourself now see and feel and remember all the details of that special event, that time when you felt so good about yourself, so proud, happy, successful, confident, safe, secure. We've all had those good times at some point in our lives. And as that memory begins to surface, I want you to hold on to that memory. As you go on a journey now, driving your car, or perhaps it's a car you'd love to own. As you grasp the steering wheel of that car, it's as if you're holding on to all those good feelings. That's right. You're holding on to all those good feelings driving along in your car. Or perhaps your dream car. Driving down the road, feeling all those wonderful good feelings. And up ahead, you see a stop sign. You approach. And then you stop. And you notice there is something odd about this stop sign. You happen to get out of your car. At the top of the stop sign, it says 2024, the year 2024, and you get out and you look around the side of the stop sign and there's a mirror there and you see yourself in that mirror in 2024 and you're still feeling all those good, wonderful feelings that you held in your grasp. And you see yourself in the mirror and there's a big smile on your face. You see yourself at your ideal body weight, shape, and size. You've been eating only when you're hungry, only when you're actually hungry. And you say, wow, I look so good. I feel so great. And you see yourself in the mirror. And yourself says, thank you. Thank you for taking control of your life, eating only when you're hungry, and making those healthy food choices all along the way, your journey from 2023 to 2024. You have done it. You raise your arms and you say, wow, I look so good. Wow, I really have done it. I've been on my journey, driving along, eating only when I'm hungry, and making those healthy choices. My healthy food choices has become so natural and easy. I forgot what it was like in the old ways. You've done it and you feel so proud, and you know with all your heart and mind it was worth it, as you see yourself looking so good, feeling so good, happiness radiating from every cell, every fiber of your being. And you know, as it's time to get back in your car, that version of you will always be healthy, happy, in control, making healthy choices. 99% of the time is easy. And you did it because you decided it to be so. You and only you, not because I say so, no, because you decided it. And you're now ready to get back on your journey, enjoying your life to the full, with good health, happiness, energy, wellness. And you enjoy your journey, every moment of it, every step of the way, taking one small step of success at a time. And the good feelings and the visions, this experience, it stays with you because your subconscious mind always hears, always listens, and always remembers. Inside your mind, there are neurons firing off, helping you make this new connection to eating only when you are actually hungry and focusing on the goodness of your life, the good, healthy foods that you are able to choose. And you choose them, yes, you do. And you really trust yourself, you really do. Because you decided to take a new journey, a brand new journey to good health and wellness. And you will always, always remember this. And these positive suggestions and the good feelings you've experienced here grow stronger by the day, stronger by the hour, stronger by the minute, even stronger by the week and the month. And in a moment, I'll count from 1 to 5. And as I do, when I get to 5 and not before, you will open your eyes and emerge feeling so, so confident in your ability to make positive, healthy changes that will serve you in your life. 1, slowly preparing to emerge, feeling refreshed and really hopeful, excited for your journey of good health and wellness. 2, preparing to come back to the present moment here in 2023 with a newfound level of certainty that you are ready, really, truly ready to make positive changes. 3, feeling refreshed and really excited about your health journey to wellness, to making permanent positive changes. And 4, whenever you see that color, red, 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 red on a taillight, red on a stop sign, red as large as a billboard, yes, red, 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 especially red on a stop sign, is going to remind you of the vision and the good feelings you've experienced today. You won't have to look for red, you'll see it and notice it, and it'll be sharper and more clear every time you see it, putting a smile on your face, reminding you of this positive experience and the good feelings. And 5, opening your eyes, alert, awakened, refreshed, and you do feel good, don't you? Good job, Elizabeth. Good job, Murray. Good job, Jeannie. Good job, Dave. Good job, Leslie. Does anyone have anything they would like to share in the chat or any questions? I want you to know, if you didn't visualize any specific thing, don't worry. When you go to sleep at night, that can be a time during NREM and REM sleep, when you're in that deep sleep, that your subconscious mind will be helping you figure those things out and make some necessary adjustments. Some people visualize very easily, but our brains learn with repetition. So just like you learn with practice on anything else, the more often you do hypnosis, the better you get at it. NLP is a little bit different than hypnosis. Hypnosis is a state of mind. I like to describe hypnosis as a state of heightened focused awareness. So even if you hadn't experienced doing hypnosis before this with a professional hypnotist, you probably have experienced going into naturally occurring states of hypnosis all on your own. One example, oh good, Murray, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Thank you, Elizabeth. One example I would like to share with you of a naturally occurring state of hypnosis is if you've ever been driving down the road, heading to a destination, and you arrive at your destination and you go, oh gosh, I don't remember my drive here. Wow. Well, has that ever happened to any of you? Yeah, probably, right? Thanks, Elizabeth. We call that highway hypnosis. And yeah, thanks, Leslie. We call that highway hypnosis, and it happens because the conscious mind, which we talked about earlier, it's analytical, logical, but very limited. You're consciously focused on something other than driving. So you might be thinking about your problems, your to-do list. Maybe you're listening to good music and you're just really focused on that good music, getting into it. And your unconscious mind takes over driving because it knows how to do that. So hypnosis is a state of mind. It's not a feeling. So when we do hypnosis, you might feel very light. You might feel very safe. You might feel very relaxed. And again, you might not feel anything at all. You might feel tingly. Whatever you felt was just perfect for you, because hypnosis isn't a feeling, it is a specific state of mind. And we like to get you into the theta brainwave state when we do hypnosis together. NLP, that's a good question, Dave, is neuro-linguistic programming. I do use some of that. When I do hypnosis, I've learned a little bit of it. I'm not certified or an expert, but yeah, so that's a good question. Hypnosis is a state of mind. And even when you're waking up in the morning, you're coming up the brainwave scale. When you wake up in the morning, your brain is going through the alpha, theta, beta, delta. I didn't say that in the right order. When you go to sleep, it's coming down the brainwave scale, okay? Yeah, so thank you for asking questions. And thank you for sharing your experience and that you enjoyed it. So I mentioned that I will send you an email with the PDFs. One of them is the broccoli test, and the other one is healthy guidelines and things that you can try out to make some positive, healthy eating habits in your life. Like we talked about earlier, one of them was taking half the amount of food you used to take. Always plating your food, and don't think that you have to do it all at once, because when you start putting too many things on your to-do list, it can be overwhelming, right? It's like too much. Pick one thing out of the tips in the guidelines and try that. So when you start small and you have some success, that helps you create those lasting, sustainable habits. So I will get that emailed out to you here a little later this evening when we're all done. And I will also email you the special offer, and you can let me know if you're interested. Thank you all for being here. And I hope that you have some good takeaways from the class. I'm excited to meet you, but if I don't, you can always drop me a line and let me know if any of these things have helped you out. I'd love to hear from you. All right.
Thank you so much, folks. And for those that are watching Facebook Live, feel free to reach out to me for those handouts. Class host at marlenesmarket-deli.com. Have a good one.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Bye, everybody.